Hey, Bill Shaka here. Welcome, sales managers, directors of sales, executive vice presidents of sales and marketing, chief marketing officers and chief revenue officers, small business owners, anybody that has anything to do with managing a sales force. Welcome to Crush Your Company's Quota. Welcome to my home in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. It is hot. We are entering into the green season right now. Up until about 2 or 3 days ago, it was high summer, not a drop of rain in about 4 months or so. Well, 2 days ago, the skies opened up. I mean, it poured. Last night it poured. And now it's not hot and dry, it's hot and muggy. This is when you know you live in a jungle. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. You know why? There's no snow. It never goes below 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying it's hot and muggy. Anyway, today we are going to talk about coaching your salespeople by using the gap. When I do this live, I call it the blessed gap. The gap. What do I mean by that? Let's go back 120 years to Pavlov. Stimulus response theory. Ring a bell, feed the dog. Ring a bell, feed the dog. Ring a bell, feed the dog. Ring a bell. Don't feed the dog, but the dog starts to salivate because of operative conditioning association with the fact that the dog now understands that it's going to be fed because it associates the bell with food. There's no real gap there between stimulus and response with animals. However, we can purposely put a gap in between the stimulus and response. Here's what I mean by that. You have a salesperson comes into your office complaining about something. Before you respond to their stimulus, pause. Let the gap sink in. Then respond. 2 reasons for this. Let the salesperson think about what they said. Maybe they may realize it came out incorrect, sounded harsh, sounded dumb, whatever. Secondly, it gives you time to frame a proper response unemotionally. See, if they come in and say something like, "This place sucks, I'm so tired of it," and your response is, "Hey, go find another job." When in fact, if you pause, you're going to give them a second to think about why they said what they did. They had an emotional outburst. It happens. We're all human beings. We all have emotional outbursts. And it gives you a chance to respond properly. Why do you say that? What happened that led you to this belief? Now, the gap is a tremendous way to coach individuals. It's not only if a salesperson comes in and offers you stimuli and then you need to respond to it, but also if you are offering stimuli, to ask the individual to pause and not answer. And you can frame this. Let's say you have to have a difficult talk with a salesperson. This is the 3rd month in a row they didn't hit quota. You can call them in the office and basically say, "Listen, we have to have a very serious talk. I'm going to tell you my thoughts, make some suggestions. I don't want you to respond until you've had a moment to think about it. You haven't hit plan in 3 months. Well, there's a reason for it. You haven't hit plan in 3 months. I looked at your numbers. I think the reason that you're not hitting plan is that you aren't putting enough prospects into your pipeline. Well, you know that. I think the reason that you're not putting enough prospects into your pipeline is because you simply aren't prospecting enough. How do you feel about that? Now give them a chance to respond. You see what you're doing? You're forcing the gap. So if you're offering the stimuli as the sales coach, you're forcing the gap. You're holding your hand up. Stop. I want you to think. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a tremendous way to coach. Coach to the gap. And also respond after the gap. Do not let anybody flip your switch. The way that the switch is flipped is by responding directly after a stimuli. Pause. Let what was said sink in with both the sender and the receiver. Then respond without emotion, logically. I have a feeling if you start this process as both the sender and the receiver, using that gap, you and your salespeople are going to crush your company's quota. Bill Shaka thanking you for attending another edition of Crush Your Company Quota. Please like, share, comment. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Will you please? Talk soon.